Hello and welcome to Firelight Fright Show. I'm creating a new series where I narrate true horror stories that I find online or ones that have personally happened to me. The difference between this and other narration channels is that I'm going to be recording these stories on location of creepy areas. Right now, I am in the woods, under the moon, and I am all alone. This story is one that happened to me personally not too long ago. I made a post about this same location almost a year ago. A friend and I were going to a haunted bridge, according to legend, and we were tailgated by 4 different cars. Last night, Friday the 13th, my friends and I wanted to do something spooky for the occasion. I mentioned the bridge and they all seemed pretty interested. None of these friends had ever been before, so I thought it would be a really cool experience for them to hear the history of the area. There were 7 of us, so we had to take 2 different vehicles. When we made it to the bridge, it was about 2:30 a.m. Yes, I know, it's not technically Friday the 13th anymore. We immediately walked under the bridge to where the legends say there are rituals and cult gatherings. We stayed under the bridge snooping around for about half an hour, and then we decided to check the other side. As soon as we made it under to the other side of the bridge, we began hearing a loud and constant splashing sound in the water. One of my friends was convinced it was something swimming towards us because it sounded like it was getting closer and closer. Finally, we decided it was time to get out of there. When we made it back to the top of the bridge, a car slowly approaches us from behind. Being that it's so late and people are unpredictable, some of my friends started to run, but I was finally able to convince them to act normal. The car passes us slowly as we walked up the road to where we parked our vehicles. The mysterious car then stops right next to our cars and stays there. At this point, we don't know what to think. The car just waits for us and we just keep walking. Finally, the car turns around and speeds past us. For a moment, we feel better because we thought it was leaving, but when we turned around to check, the car had stopped again and began heading back in our direction. We speed our walk up to get to our vehicles, and the mysterious car slowly crosses the bridge in our direction again. I was in the car with the 5 of the 7 people we were with. The other 2 were in a separate truck. As the car makes its way to us, it stops right behind where we were parked on the side of the road. As we attempt to start our car, another mysterious vehicle speeds past us and begins to slow down at the top of the hill that was in front of us. It seemed as if they were trying to surround us. Our friends in the other vehicle pull out and slowly pass the car that was waiting behind us. The mysterious car then switches into reverse and starts chasing our friend's truck while driving backwards. My friend gets away without much trouble, but now we are facing this vehicle head on. We start making our way across the bridge, and the strange car positions itself in the middle of the bridge, blocking our path. At this point, we decided we were going to continue going straight, no matter what. We turn the car to the left, and the mysterious car moves to the left. We turn it to the right, and it turns to the right. Finally, we faked out the car, and we were able to pass them quickly. When we made it to the end of the road, our friend was waiting on us. He didn't know the area so well, so we rolled down our windows and to discuss where we were heading next. As we're talking, another completely different vehicle turns past us and starts honking its horn at us. We finally decide on a direction to go. About 10 miles away from the bridge, halfway home, a totally different truck speeds up next to us, flashing their lights and honking their horns non-stop. It would speed up in front of us, and then it would hit the brakes to let us pass, and it would repeat that cycle until it finally decided to turn off on another road. We made it home at 4 a.m., and we have yet to figure out what happened there. Edit. It turns out, I actually have a different group of friends who went to the bridge earlier that night. They claimed to hear the same splashing. They also claimed that they heard noises in the woods, and they left immediately. We were completely unaware of this when we arrived. My friends have begun planning another trip to the bridge, possibly during the day, to just sort of look around and see what we can find out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is recorded on site, this is not inside, so if I seem to stutter, it's probably because it's cold outside. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you come back.